Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Board YouTube channel for your pick and roll lives from here for the Thursday NBA slate. And a pretty good Thursday slate at that to take you through picks for March 27th. Yes, we're going to go through the games on the slate. We're going to go through the free picks from my co-host PipsNBA. They will answer your questions and react to your bets from the chat. So to get us started, make sure you do hit the like button. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. We're live 5 times a week, weekday mornings at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time to give you these shows. Also, we start off every show by recapping the previous show's picks. Unfortunately, it was a 1-in-1 day. We lost the juice on Jaylen Brown over PRA. Another one we were right on the cusp of getting there. Unfortunately, we don't get there as a loss, but we do get the Tyrese Halliburton double-double. Again, making it a 1-in-1 day. Hopefully, we can start off today with a winner and get a winning day to help propel us in the winning season and close out strongly. And in the hopes of doing that, we're going to go to the bottom of the slate today, and we are going to be going to the Portland Trailblazers playing against the Sacramento Kings. All right, Pips, we'll bring you up here. What are you looking for in this game?
Yeah, we are going to do same game parlay, 2 players only, and it will be Danny Abdia, 4+ assists, and Klingon, 8+ rebounds.
Okay, so we're going to do Avdia, 4+ assists.
Yep.
So going back to that one there. And then we're also going to go to Donovan Klingon, 8+ rebounds, which gives us -114. Are we going with this?
Yep.
All right. There is the official bet. First one of the day, -116. Denny Avdia, 4+ assists, and Donovan Klingon, 8+ rebounds. All right. Walk us through this one.
First off, I talk about the last show on Avdia. He's been diving lately like crazy. If you take a look at the games post All-Star where he played 30+ minutes, we can see that he covered this in every single game since February 4th when he played 30+ minutes. He covered this in 13 straight games. He had 5+ in 11 out of 13. So even at 4.5, if you have like some like -130, that should be good as well as straight. We are doing we are doing 4+ in this one because I like 2 bets from the same game. Don't want to have set 2 overs on the same game. So also when you look at the entire season for Avdia, when he gets 30+ minutes, let's say 30 to 40 minutes, we can see huge correlation with spot up allowed to his assist. We can look at this like overall on the season, over in 15 out of 26 games, averaging 4.8. But when we exclude teams who allow spot up, he had 4+ in 16 out of 19, so averaging 5.4. When we look how he performs against teams who don't allow spot up, he is only over in 1 out of 7, averaging 3.3. So big swing there. He is driving and kicking, and we can see that Kings allow the most spot up in the league. So huge correlation, great matchup for Danny Avdia. Most of his assists go to the corners and threes after the rim, which is usual. So we should be good in this one. That's on Danny Avdia part. Second part of this bet is Donovan Klingon, 8+ rebounds. Donovan, when playing 22+ minutes, he covered 8+ rebounds in 17 out of 18 games, averaging 12.2 rebounds per game. I am also okay with betting this over 10.5 rebounds and assists combined, but for this, our official bet will be 8+. So if someone doesn't have that, I can. So you are good to play this as well, 10+ rebounds and assists. So for the show, as I said, cover this in 8+ rebounds in 17 out of 18 games, and I do think this is like a very conservative 22+ minutes. Last game he played 32 minutes against big lineup of Cavs. Now he's facing Sabonis. I honestly could see him playing 30 minutes again. They need him more than in the most of these. When he had 26+, averaging 12.6 rebounds, covered against some pretty good rebounding teams like Wolves, Houston, Miami, Denver, Knicks. These teams allow the lowest of the rebounds, as well as Cavs. They are all top 10 in rebounds allowed, while Kings allow like average to his position. So we can see lately Hartenstein, Cornet, Porzingis, Vucevic all covering against the Kings. And yeah, overall, I think Klingon should be in a good spot, mostly because of the minutes. Extra minutes he will get against Sabonis.
Okay, so Avdia 4+ assists, Klingon 8+ rebounds is where we get our day started. We're gonna move on to the next game. Go to the top of the slate here. We have the Orlando Magic home to the Dallas Mavericks. 7.5-point spread here in favor of the Magic, currently occupying the 8th spot in the East. Valuable to be 8 rather than 9, of course, for the play-in tournament and getting into the playoffs. In this game in particular, how do you see this one going? Mavericks desperately needing some wins to get back into the play-in spots.
Yeah, I think we'll have AD playing. So with AD, they should be kind of competitive. Dinwiddie, Clay Thompson, Najee Marshall. I mean, PJ Washington is out. That's not great. I don't know. We'll bet AD, and then if he is out, it's a blowout. If he's playing, they could be competitive because Orlando Magic are not great. So yeah, that should probably be my approach to this. Let me just check something for Davis. And there's no PJ Washington. That's I didn't. I just saw that. So that maybe makes it a bit worse. Maybe bigger chance for a blowout. I'm just looking at the last game rebounding. AD had most defensive rebounds on the team. A lot of these rebounds went to the Max Christie, Brandon Williams, and Dwight Powell. That's not something that's happened a lot. So I could see AD playing 30 minutes tonight. I'm just going to check what happened the last game they played. He played 27 minutes. But let me see how early that he left with 3 minutes left. So he was on pace to play the 30 minutes in first game back. Tonight they will need him more. So I could see him playing like 30 to 32. This season when he played AD, when he played 28 to 30, 32 minutes, he is averaging 36 points and rebounds. First game for the Dallas, he had 42 points and rebounds in 31 minutes. And I could honestly see him playing those minutes. So yeah, I'll bet Anthony Davis over 27 points and rebounds.
Okay.
I know it looks like a difficult matchup on the paper, but when we look at the one game against the Orlando this season, he had 48 points and rebounds in that game. He played 38 minutes and got 48. If he's going to play 31 minutes and be on a similar rate, he'll cover this easily. Like he averaged like 1.25 points rebounds per minute, and now if he plays 30, he should get like 35, 34, and we have 27.5 widely available, minus 115, minus 120. Yeah, I kind of single coverage against Wendell Carter and Banchero should be like one of the easiest spots for AD.
So we're going to go over 27.5 points plus rebounds, and I see minus 115 widely available for this one. So we will lock that one in as the second official pick of the day. Two official picks now alongside that SGP we have for the Blazers game against the Sacramento Kings. So we can move into the next segment here. We'll give a quick shout out to our presenting sponsor, the FanDuel Sportsbook, for making the show possible this season, and special shout out because they are the home of NBA live betting. When the game tips off, the NBA action is just beginning with America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel. So you can miss the first few minutes of the game. You can tune in later on and still find some ways to get in on the action, bet on fourth quarter comebacks. Maybe you see an adjustment where you can take advantage of. Whatever it may be, you can make your picks from the first whistle until the final buzzer. Plus, you can even combine these live bets into a same game parlay for a shot at the bigger payout. So, however you want to play, now is the perfect time to join. New FanDuel customers get started with $200 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So, to do that, just visit fanduel.com/board to join today. That's fanduel.com/board. Name the channel here for your shot at $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present in select states for Kansas and affiliation with Kansas Star Casino or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only, $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Going back to the FanDuel odds screen to take us through the rest of the slate. Couple games that aren't really worth going through for us today. So we're going to skip over the Spurs-Cavs game and the Pacers-Wizards game and move right into the Hawks and Heat game. Important game for both teams vying for play-in tournament positioning. Amazingly, the Hawks are now 4 full games up on the Miami Heat. Miami sitting 10th in the East after that incredible losing streak, though they have started to right the ship in the last couple of games. 2 wins in a row, but this is a big one. Who do you see winning?
Yeah, Hawks are. Let me just see. This season, they played, I think, only 3 games. I think they played 3 games. Hawks won first 2. Heat wins last one. I do think this kind of lineup of Hawks is. It's safe to say, like, Heat are not their great matchup. Like, they're playing very physical and great against Trey. We can share Trey Young. Trey Young against the Heat this season, averaging 13 points over 3 games. They just have a go with Trey Young. Even if you take a look at the last season, Trey Young against the Miami, like, he had 27 and 30, but last season he averaged way more points. So they kind of have a going with Trae Young. We especially in the playoffs when he played like 3 years ago, 2 years ago against them, they kind of completely shut him down. So they have Spoelstra has a way to play against Trae Young. So when there is no Jalen Johnson, his size, no Hunter anymore. So I think this should be a game where Hawks end up losing. Even though I dislike Miami Heat. Yeah.
Somebody in chat asked about Trae Young under points but over assists. Is that something that would be of interest to you in a situation like that?
I do think points line is very adjusted. Maybe there are some 24s. Yeah, there are some 24s out there, so you guys can bet under on 24.5. But I'm just like a lean on under Trae Young under 24.5 because lately they've been giving some points to they are been giving some points to the opposing team pick and roll ball handlers. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. We'll move into our next game then. We have the Los Angeles Lakers, fresh off of the buzzer beater winner by LeBron James. It was a tip-in, but it's still a buzzer beater winner by LeBron James against the Pacers, one where it was fearful he wouldn't even get to the 10 points, but of course he did. Lakers away as -3 favorites against the Bulls. Lately, the Lakers have had some poor losses, safe to say, and lately the Bulls have had some really good wins. So this is an interesting matchup. What do you think here?
Yep. This is all about the who is in, who is out. We have both LeBron and Luka questionable. With the rest, on the other side, we have Gide and Vucevic with injury report. Hachimura is doubtful to play. I have no idea. And also, we don't have any players up for Lakers besides these guys who are probably out. On the Bulls side, I have no idea if Vucevic and Gide are playing. Like, what they are even playing for? Like, yeah, they are playing for like 9th spot on the East.
I mean, it matters a bit because they're in the playing spots. They want to be the home seed for that first playing game.
Yeah. So if yeah, this is fucked up. Yeah, I don't have a bet for this one. I could bet on like hoping someone is out, like betting Kevin Huerter over 13.5 points and hoping Gide is out or Vucevic. But yeah, I just don't want to do it in this part of the season. Like lately, my reads on the injury report were like sometimes I got surprised with some stuff, but yeah,
No worries there. Up next, it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Plus 10 on the road at OKC. OKC still churning out wins in in the at the top of the West. 7 wins in a row, 9 in their last 10. They continue to roll, and the expectation is they will continue to roll here. What do you think?
yeah, definitely. I do lean under on one guy, and do lean under on Jaren Jackson Jr. at 22.5 points, only on FanDuel, so that's not official bet. But under 22.5 points for Jaren Jackson Jr. is my another lean for the show. Other than that, I just don't have anything for this game. I do expect J Dub to could be back tonight, so the lines for OKC are kind of inflated. Let me just see the official status for J Dub. Questionable. He was questionable last game. If he usually when they are questionable second game, I could see them playing, and then everyone like Chet 17.5 becomes a bit too high. Shape, yeah, can't do much. Uh, and I also hate to bet on these Memphis Grizzlies. Like I don't think we had success last time. Aldama lost 13.5 plus. 7 other Grizzlies had 15 plus game. Yeah, this is just a mess. Like they have like a deep team and everyone gets their fair share, so tough to predict.
Okay, one more game to go through here for us today. It's the Houston Rockets, who are minus 13 on the road against the Jazz. The Jazz have been the best at tanking this season, 16 and 57 on the year, just behind the Wizards in the standings, who are 16 and 56. And I'm assuming the Jazz will be looking to stay there. What do you think on this game here for your Rockets?
What do we think about Walker Kessler threes? Like he took
He
three
took
threes.
8 last game, right?
So for the first part of the season, he averaged like for the first 50 games of the season, he averaged 0.5 threes. And then last 6 games, he averaged 4.5 attempts. He's just shooting like, and for him to hit one is like plus 160.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he hit in 4 out of the last 6. I don't know. Honestly, I could see Rockets just messing around and leaving him completely wide open. And
I mean, they should. He's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
some of these aren't even like touching the rim.
yeah. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that stuff. Yeah. Overall, I don't know. He kind of played some weird minutes lately. Like they lost by 37, 29, and 22, and he played 28 minutes in all three. They lost by combined 100 points in the last 3 games, and he played 100 minutes, 90 minutes actually. So I don't know what's going on here, honestly. Like weird stuff.
Yeah.
Because like if I like when you're losing so much, why are you playing like Walker Kessler 3 minutes a game? I don't know. If I know that there could be a blowout that he gets shut down in the fourth and plays like 24 minutes, this will be a great bet for under. But if he's playing in blowouts and then gets minutes against like Jabari Smith at 5, and I don't know, then I am not a huge fan.
Okay. So nothing seemingly for this game.
Yep.
We can go to the chat here. Late season. The shows are a little bit shorter now because it's late season. Not as much to cover from these games, but we'll still go through the chat here. Early question was about Tyrese Halliburton over 10.5 assists at minus 102.
If you think he can clear that in 3 quarters, sure. We have a filter there. Let me just see. in games that they won by 20 plus points, he had 8, 4, and 11 assists. Ah, managed to do that, so I don't kill the headphones.
Mike, yeah.
The mic, yeah. Yeah. So when they blow out teams, he actually averaged. He did in 15 plus wins, 4 straight covers. But this is hilarious stuff. Last game against the Lakers, he had 18 assists. He had 16 potential assists. So he had 18 assists and 16 potential assists. Yeah, those are some crazy numbers. So yeah, obviously lately he's been just the, like I said that before. Like he looked like completely best for Tyrese Halliburton we've seen. Like early last season, Tyrese Halliburton, he averaged 12.6 assists in over the last 12 games and 21 points. So 21 and 12 over the last 12 games, and the matchups were not easy. They played Bucks, they played Wolves, they played Rockets, they played Miami, Clippers. So tough matchups, and he's still killing it. So he should be in a good spot against Wizards. I just don't think he'll see any fourth quarter minutes.
All right. Fair enough. Next one we have, few people have asked about Anthony Davis stuff, alternatives if the line's moved. So there's Davis, 21.5 points plus assists at minus 125. There is just over 8.5 rebounds at minus 125 and double at plus 120. Any alternative you like here for Anthony Davis?
Out of all the bets, I mostly hate rebounds. So I'm not betting straight rebounds here. Yeah. Maybe 21.5 points at assist, even though AD don't get assists, especially against Orlando. But if I'm considering over 19.5 points or over 21.5 points and assists, I'll probably go over 21.5 points and assists. So yeah, that could be decent. But yeah, I'm mainly betting his points.
Okay. So hope that helps out some people here. Next one, Jelko asked about Jalen Green over 23.5 points at minus 111.
He's kind of rolling lately. I don't know what. He's always somehow like something turns in like a post March, like March time player. Looking at the last I don't know, like 8 games, he averaged 25.5.
Yeah,
26
he
plus
loves March. I remember last year.
Yeah. He's scoring most of his points at above the break 3, playing a team that allows the most above the break 3, but also scores most of his points as a ball handler, and they are one of the best against ball handlers. So I see problems with him finishing inside against Kessler. He is terrible in finishing at the rim against the good rim defenders. So you are then betting on his threes and maybe just try to like ladder his threes to like 3 plus, 4 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus, and that could be it. Because like as I can see, he had a 4 plus in 3 out of the last 8. If you look at the entire season, let's go there. Entire season, when Jalen Green gets 40 minutes, he had 4 plus in 25 in 43% of the games. And when we take a look at the teams who allow threes, that goes up to over 50%. Then we can probably add against position, and then it goes to the up to 60%. And they are great against their position. And when we add above the break threes, it goes up to 61%, maybe even like higher, 65%. So in 65% of the games where he played teams who allow threes, And about the break threes, he averaged 4 threes a game and over in 22 out of 34. And 4 threes is what price? Can you check on the FanDuel? What's the price for 4 plus?
4+ threes for Jalen Green.
Yep.
Let's see. 6, sorry. Plus 152.
So yeah, he's almost like 50% on this line, and you get 152 on 4 plus. That's actually, there should be better prices than that on the market. I think maybe FanDuel has the worst one here. Yeah, FanDuel has the worst one on his threes. So if you get plus 170, plus 180 on his 4 plus threes, that should be a decent position.
Okay. Next one from Jelko asking about Luka Doncic over 8.5 first quarter points.
Definitely.
At 1.8.
Yep. Definitely, yeah. If you have 8, yeah, definitely. Just looking at the last 7 games, he averaged 14 points in the first quarters, covered in all 7. Even with LeBron, last game 9. If LeBron is out, he's probably playing entire first on the entire season. When he plays full first quarter, he averaged 13.4 points. Luka is well known for like scoring more in the first quarter than in the rest of the game, so he's kind of that guy.
All right. Maybe perhaps really good spot there for Luka Doncic. Cool being asked about Colin Sexton over 15.5 points at minus 120.
Yeah, I kind of dig the matchup against my Hawks, my Houston. But what's with the minutes? Last game, 18 minutes. Game before that, 26. Game before that, 36. 36, 26, 18. What do you have to even predict that? Like,
Yeah.
and they should get blown out. So when he gets like 22 plus, it's 24 to 32 minutes. He's obviously like crushing this line. And when we look at that, Clarkson is out. He covered this in 80% of the games. When we look at the Markkanen is out, he's covering this like crazy. And no Markkanen, no Collins, no Clarkson. That makes him the first scoring option on this team. And 15.5 is like should be an easy line. But what we have no clue about the minutes. Like
Yeah, the Jazz are tough to call the minutes too.
Yeah, and he does cover it in so many games. Let me just see. Earlier this season, did he play against he didn't play against the Houston Rockets. Yeah, tough call.
All right. Well, that will do it for us today. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Very much appreciated. Remember to hit that like button if you're tailing the picks in the show today. And if you enjoyed the show, make sure as well you're subscribed to the channel for shows like this every weekday morning. We'll be back again doing it tomorrow for the Friday slate. Solid slate as well to work with tomorrow. So hopefully we do see you there. Here is the recap of what the official picks were for the show. We've got, first of all, in the Portland-Sacramento game, an SGP, Denny Avdija, 4+ assists, and Donovan Clingan, 8+ rebounds. We took that from minus 116 at FanDuel. Second play, Anthony Davis, over 27.5 points plus rebounds from minus 115. Thanks so much again, everybody. Very much appreciate for you tuning in. Couple things. The Circles Off channel went through some changes. So we had an interview drop this morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, a couple of hours ago with Mr. Peanut Butter. Really good interview that I think you guys will enjoy. And a new Circle Back show is coming to you tomorrow. We usually do those shows on Tuesday at 8 a.m. Now is a second show week, Friday, 8 a.m. Myself, Joey Knish, Chris Dierkis, and Jeff Nadeau. So that's going to be something that probably sets off some fireworks. So I'd recommend going over to the Circles Off channel here on YouTube and subscribing over there for that content as well. But from us here at the Board YouTube channel, thanks so much for watching again. We hope to see you tomorrow for more from Pick and Roll presented by FanDuel.